Today we'll be checking out Zorin. That's right, it's a Daro review that I haven't done one of these in a while, but I'm excited to show you a sneak peek at Zorin OS 17. Today I'm greeted by the tour here after I finished installing it. One thing that's been improved is a universal search feature, which allows you to search for apps and find shortcuts to common locations in the menu. Before, it was a little hard to find things here in Zorin, where it had a little bit of a goofy search index, but they've definitely improved that. Like always, we can choose our Zorin appearance and our different layouts speed up, connect our online accounts, link our phone and computer with Zorin Connect, which is a nice tool to use if you end up using Zorin. And finally, we're going to start using Zorin 17 now. So this is currently a beta release that we're trying out today. We'll be talking about all the changes that they've made what's new and reading through their blog. But before we do, let's jump in and start using Zorin a little bit. One thing you'll notice right away is if you start using the search feature, things like searching for specific settings, let's just say like network, well, it's gotten a lot smarter in the way that it searches and indexes the search so that you can find things all across the operating system instead of very specifically indexed and searched items. We've also seen major improvements in how we upgrade Zorin OS with a better GUI upgrader that allows you to directly update Zorin without having to reinstall Zorin. Definitely a welcomed improvement. We're going to check out things like what kernel Zorin 17 is using, as well as memory usage here in a moment. But for the most part, Zorin has updated their desktop to GNOME 43 with their own little sprinkle of customization to GNOME. But you can check out GNOME features like the newer rounded edged dialogues, where you can reach things such as the new screenshot tool and settings. Other things like nightlight, the dark mode power settings that you can toggle through, and whether or not you have a wired or wireless connection. You can also log out, shut down the computer, restart, and change up the volume directly at the bottom bar. You also have access to the current notifications and a calendar including events and weather low and weather information on the left-hand side. We have the start menu with the Z and Zor being not only one of my favorite distributions, although lacking in some areas which we'll talk about in a bit. Many users go over to Zorin OS to become comfortable with the transition from Windows due to its familiar interface and ease of use. Notice that it does kind of feel like Windows as far as the menus go, especially if you're comparing it to something like Windows 10 is also known for its stability, a polished interface that users can use, and compatibility with old hardware. What's great here is you can also get to workspaces by just hitting the super key, and again switching workspaces really easily. Let's open a few things up in the first workspace so we can kind of tell the difference between the two. Notice how things look when you have multiple applications opened up. You got them in the background, you can select between them, and you can go to a fresh workspace by just swiping or scrolling over to a new workspace. Of course, this is coming in with GNOME. 43 things are looking very sleek, completely redesigned windows with very nice subtle details, including rounded corners, a light theme that you can change the accents on. It's great to see a more unified experience than what Ubuntu has been doing, and double tapping the super key expands into the apps grid, and we can select whatever app we want and scroll over to get even more apps, or select again between workspaces if we want a more unified view here in Zorin. So let us now see how we will install this operating system and download it from their server. To do this, first, we will search on Google Zorin OS download. After coming to the main website, you can see 3 versions. In this case, we will review the free version. In that case, you will find the download option below and download it from there. One such download window will appear where you can download via email address or you can download using skip download option. The download size is around 3 GB, so it may take some time to download depending on your internet connection. Now you can see we are in my virtual system window. From here, I will create a virtual system where I will install the new version of Zorin OS, and gradually, I will create a virtual machine with the necessary data there. Here you can see that I downloaded the ISO and located the ISO inside this virtual machine. The ISO will now boot through the virtual machine itself. Here I am creating the configuration as per my requirement. In this case, you will create the configuration as per your requirement. Since I am creating a tutorial here, I am creating this virtual machine with a minimum configuration. In your case, you will configure the machine as per your requirement. You can now see that the system has booted from the downloaded ISO file, and files are being copied here. After reaching this far, the system is asking us to install the operating system now, or we can try it and see how it is in that case. There is nothing to try, we will directly install it. In this case, we are being asked which type of language we will select. In my case, I am selecting English language. In your case, please select your prescribed language. After reaching this point, we are asked if we need any third-party software installation support, in which case we will check it and click Continue. After coming up, we will select Erase Disk and install Zorin OS, and we will click on Install Now. Another pop-up window will appear on the screen, and there we will proceed by clicking Continue. After reaching this, you will be asked for your location or where you are located. I will select the default given here and click Continue. After coming so far, you have to fill a form where you have to select a username and password to continue. After that, file copying will start from here, and it will take some time for this file copying here. You have to wait patiently till it completes. I have fast-forwarded the video here to make it shorter. After reaching this far, you can see that our operating system has been installed successfully, and it is turned on by boot screen. Thank you very much for watching our video, and stay with us by supporting our channel. If anyone has any objection to this video, please let us know in inbox or comment box of this channel. I will end this video by wishing everyone health and beauty, and I hope you will stay tuned.